How is nursing different from back home, India versus Canada?
It's very different here. Here, nurses are more responsible for the patient.
You come from Haryana. You just kind of graduated 2021,
Yeah,
right? And then you also did two nursing programs here in Canada.
yeah.
So sometimes, like, people, they still feel like, do I still need a mentor?
There's so much syllabus online. There's so many resources available online. So many videos, so many books. So people get confused.
How do you feel when you fail that exam? And despite of knowing that you are a bright student, what challenges you faced when you came to Canada as a student?
Regular jobs, not my field job. I also did McDonald's. I did so many jobs. I also did cleaning somewhere.
What's your advice to the students who are listening to you coming from India? Should they take classes in Hindi, Punjabi, or the classes in English are beneficial for NCLEX? Hi, Harshita. Congratulations for passing your NCLEX RN exam. And you were our student with the self study program, right?
Yeah.
So, if you want to introduce yourself and tell me more about you.
So I'm Harshita. As you know, I passed my bachelor's in 2021 from India, and I did two courses over here in Canada. Yeah, this was my second attempt, by the way. The first attempt I did like I did self study, but then I thought like I should have some mentor to pass the exam. And many of my nurses working in my place, they suggested you.
Oh,
So
that's so kind of them.
like two of the nurses in my workplace, they're working, and they said you should go to Taran, she gonna help you pass the exam. One of the nurses, she said, I have a very good experience with Taran, and she helped me, my sister-in-law, and she gonna definitely help you pass the exam. So that's why
Yes.
I thought let's just go to Taran. And
And Harshita, where do you live?
I live in Mississauga.
Mississauga, right?
Yeah.
And of course, coming through Ontario and then writing the exam by yourself the first time, right? And were you anxious this time?
I was not anxious this time. A little bit nervousness that happens before exam, but I thought I'm gonna do this this time. You motivated me a lot. Like you just have to think you're gonna do it, and I did it.
That is amazing. And another question I have for you is, where are you from India? Like, where did you do your bachelor's from India? Because you are like kind of fresh graduate, like 2021.
Yeah, I am from Haryana, and I did my nursing from Haryana only.
Wow. And your teachers will be so proud to see you, getting that registered nurse is a big, big, big title, right? My gosh, I don't even have words. Like now, where are you planning to work?
I'm planning to work in hospital. I maybe Trillium or any other hospital. I want a hospital
Yes.
experience. As of now, I am also planning to go to Etobicoke, just any journal hospital that I can get. I'm also planning masters in my term that I'm gonna do. So let's pray and hope.
Yes, nursing is a beautiful profession, and keep growing. Like there are many, many opportunities, and then many doors will open up. So this was just one little door, now which you have opened up for yourself, right?
It was like just a starting and a big door. And thank you so much for guiding me and making this happen.
How was your experience with FPNPC? Like, and give me a genuine review, like, because you did the self-study program, right? So how was it?
I am a student who does self study. I like to study on my own. So I think this is the great program that you launched at that time. The people who have job and they can't just some people can't regularly attend the classes, so they can join self study batch, and it is very good to join self study. So I did it, and I also liked the thing that you regularly was taking classes on every Friday that keep me updated. And like, oh, I have to do this, oh, she asked this question, I don't know, that maybe I have to revise more, or I have to give something more to it. So it's not like self study, but you were also there for us to guide us and
100%.
to like, okay, you should do this, you people should know this. So it was like a revision on Fridays as well. I like that much.
Yes.
And earlier when I did myself, I didn't know like what to do, where to start, but you just gave us a whole like you start from this and you do this. It's like very well structured. That thing I liked, and I liked studying with you.
Thank you so much, Harshita. And it's amazing to have people from all the different backgrounds, different countries in our classroom, right? And then we are all sharing
Yeah.
the same journey. And our goal is that you guys not just pass NCLEX RN exam, but become successful registered nurses on the floor, right? So this is what the whole
Mhm,
goal of
yeah.
FPNPC is. Anything you want to share with the people, like which was challenging for you?
So challenging was like the syllabus is a lot. There is a lot to study and
Yes.
there is a lot to remember. But you need to practice it, and you also need a mentor to like guide you through the things.
Yes.
There's just so much slaves. There are so much things to learn and to grasp in your mind. But if you have someone like you taught us about all the stories and how you did. I also remember one thing that you taught us about medication errors, and I got a question about medication error in my exam. It was a whole case study on it. So you remember it like this. You really need to have a good person teaching you through the journey, and I think you're the best in that.
Oh, thank you so much, Archita. I really, really appreciate your kind words, right?
Yeah.
And just gonna ask this question: would you recommend FBNPC to your friends?
Yeah, for sure. For sure, I'll recommend it.
Okay. Any last minute advice? Because people who are watching your podcast, we do podcasts because special journey. So you come from Haryana, student who was like like you just kind of graduated 2021,
Yeah.
right? And then you also did two nursing programs here in Canada.
Yeah.
So sometimes like people they still feel like, do I still need a mentor? Like this is the question like people they usually have.
I tell you, I was a very bright student in the college. Even over here, I did courses. I did very well. I was outspoken. I was in my class. I was having good grades. Even in my back home college, I was a good student, and I
Yes.
thought, okay, I can do it on my own. So I can do it with self study. But I underestimated the exam from on the first attempt. So I thought, oh, I can do it. But then I didn't pass, and I thought, no, let's do. I was very confused that, oh, I have to do someone. So it's important to have a mentor to guide you, like what to do, what not to do, because there's so much syllabus online. There's so many resources available online, so many videos, so many books. So people get
Exactly.
confused like what to do. Earlier I was also doing Saunders and I was doing so many things, but I didn't pass at that time. So I joined FBNPC, I did your material, and I did how you taught me. So that was a uh, change for me.
Do you mind sharing your feelings when, because I think people are sailing in the same boat, those who failed the exam. How do you feel when you fail that exam? And despite of knowing that you are a bright student, you did very well in your nursing programs, and then you did two nursing programs here in Canada too, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, how did it made you feel when you saw, and then you saw that the result was like unsuccessful, like you couldn't pass it? What were your feelings?
I was very devastated
Yes.
at the time because I couldn't pass it, and I was not feeling well, of course.
Like you feel devastated, you feel crushed, right? You feel
Crushed,
like,
yes.
what should I do? Like, I have done my best.
I have done my best. I followed the resources. I've done my best. Like what to do, what else different I can do from
Yes.
the things that I've already done. That's why you need a mentor, or that's why you need a person who's professional in it, or the person who knows what's gonna happen in the exam, and a person who's been here in Canada and did the nursing, because it's very different over here, nursing than India.
Wow, you read my mind, Harshita. This was my question. This was my next question to you. How is nursing different from back home? Because you just studied in 2021, then you came to Canada. How different nursing is, India versus Canada?
It's very different here. I am working in a long-term care home. Here nurses are more responsible for the patients. They should know as like equal to doctors. I was reading somewhere that a doctor, they did 12 year of study in medical here. So
Yes,
you should be a nurse to point out doctors mistakes. You should know something. You better
exactly.
know your field very well.
100%. 100%.
That's how it's different. So one thing I also observed when I was doing NCLEX, when I was doing the review,
Yes.
In India, what happens is you just something happens to the patient, you just call the doctor, or just see this doctor. And over here, what you do is, if something happens, for example, shortness of breath, you first do the interventions, you just do the bed, you just apply the oxygen, and then you call the doctor. Oh, this was the patient was suffering from this thing, and I
Hmm.
did this. Now you tell me what to do. So first
Yes.
step is coming from the nurses over here.
Nurse. True,
Yeah.
true, true.
So this is
Absolutely.
very different from India. Like I also did my placement, so I something happened. Oh, just call the doctor. Just call the doctor. But over here, you're truly responsible about the patients.
And that's so true. And this is the big difference, right? Like people, they always think, what's different with FPNPC? With FPNPC, like this is what is that we have the most experienced Canadian nursing educator staff here who can teach you, like, this is what you do in NCLEX, plus this is what you do in the clinical settings, right? So all those things, what we do in the program. Well, I am like super, super, super proud of you. I have another couple of questions for you. So my question is, what challenges you faced when you came to Canada as a student?
Lot of challenges I faced when I came as a student in Canada. First of all, is like I was not a nurse from back home, so I have to go do like regular jobs, not my field job. I also did McDonald's. I did so many jobs. I also did cleaning somewhere. So there were challenges that I faced, but I was lucky that I got a job in PSW after like 8 months over here. I was lucky in that case, and I have continued this dirt. But in starting, everyone just faces the problems like employment and everything. But nowadays, people are doing nursing, coming as a nurse from India, so it's better if you do that way.
Thank you for sharing your challenges, right? And I think, of course, that's a life lesson that gives you an experience in life, right? And
Yeah,
but I think these jobs, they also make you humble. You
exactly.
become more compassionate. You
Yeah.
become humble. You become kind, right? That's
Yes.
what you kind
Yes.
of, become.
Yeah.
So another question I have, very interesting. In Brampton, Mississauga, Ontario, all those areas, like if you look into it, there are so many people nowadays who are teaching in just Punjabi and Hindi.
Uh huh.
What's your advice to the students who are listening to you coming from India? Should they take classes in Hindi, Punjabi, or the classes in English are beneficial for NCLEX? What's your take on it?
I think people should take classes in English. Why? Because you're gonna practice over here in English, and there's some things that you have to speak up. Over here, nurses have to speak up from themselves, speak up for the patients, speak up for their rights, and if you take coaching in English, it's beneficial for you in the long run or in the short run as well. Like if you go to some place, if you don't know how to speak, if you didn't studied in English, so it's gonna be tough for you. I suggest that everyone should take classes in English, should study in English. It's very better and it's very beneficial for you.
100%. I totally agree with you, because you're absolutely right. Nurses are the advocates.
Yeah.
We are always doing advocacy for our client. If you don't know how to speak, if you don't know how to pronounce certain words, right, you're always going to be holding yourself back, and
Yeah.
you will not be presenting yourself with the full confidence 100% in the clinical setting, right?
Yeah.
So, absolutely, I totally agree with you.
If some concepts, like if you go to a hospital or somewhere, you know a concept, you know something, you can speak up in English. But if you have learned in Punjabi or Hindi, you have to translate it first in your mind, that's, oh, I should speak like this, now I have to do this. But if you are learned in English, you can speak as your mind, like it becomes your language then.
100%. And that's why I wanted your opinion, Harshita, because lots of students, not just our students, but outsider students also, they give us call to take our opinions. Like, lots of nurses, they're losing their licenses. They are being kicked out of their jobs, even from the orientation, just because they lack communication. So communication is the biggest factor, right? Which I think is like very, very important, right? What you do. Just the last question, and thank you so much for sparing your valuable time with us today. Did you face any challenges with FBNPC classroom?
I didn't face any challenges. I think the challenges is to overcome your hurdles. I sometimes, the thing is, I thought the challenges was with me, as I was not the. Sometimes I just, oh, okay, let it be. I just get lazy. Sometimes I get this.
That's self motivation.
Self motivation is important to pass this exam. So I didn't face any such challenges with FB and PC. I just did. what you told me, and that's all. That's all I can say.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Harshita. I really appreciate your time and, coming and sharing because, we try to do podcasts with all different kind of people
Uh-huh.
with all different backgrounds and settings. And like yesterday only somebody passed the exam with us with 29 years of nursing gap, right? You are a fresh grad, right? So this is what we want to show, that FPNPC program helps every student. Doesn't matter if you're a fresh grad or if you have been out of college. Doesn't matter which nationality you belong to, right? So that these programs are built for everybody.
And I passed in 85 questions. I couldn't believe myself. Like in your classes, some students told us I did 150 questions in your classes, and I did 120 questions. I was prepared in my mind that, oh, I have to go to 120, 130 questions. But I was determined that I'm going to prove them today that I'm a safe nurse to practice in Canada. So that's why I thought, oh, I'm gonna do 120 questions. I can how can I come 85 questions? Then I just the computer shut off, and I was like, over there I was feeling so much joy. I told my friend that either I killed everyone or either I saved everyone. Yeah. And then I told, no, I saved everyone.
You did save everybody and you did amazingly well, right? It's a proud moment, right? So, Harshita, I want to say thank you from the entire team of FPNPC for choosing us, and congratulations to you and your whole family. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.